Hello folks, Fuzzfinger here, welcome back to another Warlords of Draenor Beta video, and this time we're going to be doing the Nagrand arena. So in today's episode we're going to be taking on the bosses in the new version of the Arena of Annihilation, which we've seen in previous expansions. At least I presume that's what it's going to be, based on the first quest, which is defeat Crushmaul. So we will go ahead and accept that now. Of course, I am level 100, whereas I presume these quests are made for level 98 characters. So hopefully we won't have too much, or too many issues, I should say, with the fights here. But I guess that all depends just how these are tuned. And because I'm on my tailbook here, we can in fact do these fights mounted. So I've also got a little bit of lag, 240 plus. Latency at the moment, which we're going to have to deal with, but we're going to go ahead and begin the first trial of the ring. And hopefully things aren't bugged here, because they were bugged previously. So we'll just see if anybody's going to be coming in to engage us in battle. And so far the answer to that will be negative. Let's try and do this without being on the mount. Maybe it's bugging it out. Okay, this was bugged before the last beta patch, so I was kind of hoping it had been fixed, but apparently it hasn't been. We'll go for a good old reload and we'll try that again. Crushmaul does not want to spawn, apparently. He's definitely not around here. I think we'll try it without using that mount that we just had. So we'll abandon the quest. Go and pick it up again and see if we can have any better luck with getting this guy to spawn. So not the greatest of all starts, I do apologise, but not much I can do about that. This is beta after all. Ha! There we go. And whoa, he looks far too big for that boar. Looks awesome though, it's got to be said. Yeah, so if you're playing beta, I'd advise not using that Kuranai mount. 522k is quite a lot of health actually.
That spell is.
Let's hope with our lag we can handle this.
That's still recharging.
He's coming off his mount.
I can't cast that yet.
Stampede. I'm guessing we don't want to get in the way of that thing. But it's good because I guess that gives you time to heal if you need to. Move out of the way of his crush.
I can't cast
and
that.
So far so good. One thing I am going to have to do, because it's going to drive me nuts if I don't, is just go into the options here while he's fighting nothing and disable Everspeech. I hate Everspeech with a passion. I know lots of people find it useful, but not me. So I think we've got this one down. The only thing is, if they're going to get progressively harder, it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to handle the next few fights. Ooh, should have moved away from that. But yeah, I blame this lag, which actually is non-existent at the minute, but I'm going to blame it anyway. Ah, pork chop's been squished. I feel like we're making progress here. Just stand away from that nasty stuff. I don't want to use our cooldowns if I can help it. So we'll just fire off at range here, seeing as how he is enraged. There we go. And no, we don't speak to him, so we're going to mount up on our battle bear, not on our tailbook, and go and hand that quest in. Let's just heal up before we proceed any further. That'll do nicely, I'd say. and we can see what awaits in the second trial.
What's up?
So we'll
Keep it
collect our
real.
gold. Of course I'm not getting experience because I am at maximum level. Now we've got to defeat Rakatalon.
Have a good one.
So I suspect there's going to be some kind of blue quest reward once you've done this. Probably in the way of a weapon, since that is what happens with the other trials in previous expansions. So I'm guessing for consistency it's going to be the same sort of thing. I'm ready to begin the second trial. Here we go, here's Rakatalon. Okay, so must avoid those whirlwinds, that seems to be the order of the day. And definitely want to kill these ads as well. Roast. Somewhat of a handy name, I guess, for a giant bird. Here it comes again. Did we get it? Yeah, must have done. Let's just move back because when those whirlwinds come I want to be able to see them. So we'll zoom out a little bit. Right, did we get it? No! Oh, darn it. Didn't manage to avoid it that time. So we just have to wait now patiently. I don't think any movement, impairing effect, removal abilities actually help against that. You can't cast them. So just stay away from those whirlwinds. Throw a couple of heals as well. Right then. Just trying to stay at range from Roasty, since he's not very pleasant. We are doing this. Oh right, this is the guy that does the whirlwinds, I think. Twister. Right, so he's down now. Again, just avoid those. Just top up our health a little. I'm just going to ignore Roast for now, and we're just going to work on getting the boss down, I think, seeing as how he's almost depleted. There we go. And they can all go and fly away and live happily ever after, I presume. They're all in love. One happy family. Right, so let's mount up and go and hand in that second quest. I did have a wipe on that. Depending on how I edit it, you might not have noticed. So it's up my
Time is money, friend.
second attempt to
Be
get it
good.
done. Now we need to go and defeat Whole Yeller.
Have a good one.
He is going to be our third encounter of the day. Again, I'm going in blind, no idea on what the tactics are. Here he comes on his giant Elic. And we're off. So far we've had an ogre on a giant boar and a Raven Lord with a load of ads attack us. Now we've got a big massive Elic trying to stomp us to death. Move away from that. Oh, that's not pleasant. Need to heal up, I think, once we land. And a word of glory. Move away from the thundering stomp. I've noticed when you do move away, you get attacked at ranged. Whether you get that at melee as well, I'm just not noticing yet. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's the case that you are. Still, I don't think this guy's going to pose too much of a threat. Couldn't quite get away from that because of our movement decrease. And Whole Yella is defeated. Yep, I didn't know if he's going to jump off his mount or not, but he's down. I really must download Healbot now that add-ons are enabled on the beta. They were disabled for quite a while, like they usually are. And I'm guessing we've probably got about 2 more fights to
Keep
go.
it real.
Defeat Captain Boomspark.
Have a good one.
You're actually getting rep with the Goblin factions here. For those that are trying to grind it. There's a couple of thousand no doubt to be had in this section. Presumably more amongst this quest hub here. Right, who's our 4th fight? I didn't actually check. The Burning Gator. So it's a new Goblin Shredder model, which is pretty awesome to see. Bombard. Is this something we can avoid? Yes, actually it is. Incinerate. Can't really avoid that easily. Unless we want to run away from it. Which is a bit annoying when I've blown all my cooldowns, so maybe we should just take the blows. Blow a couple of heals up there. And just be aware of the bombardment here. And yeah, definitely a guy you really want to try and stay at some kind of range distance from. Healing while being incinerated, not the best combination of tactic, I would say. Here comes the bombardment, which means we might just be able to get a couple of flasher lights off. And we did. So again, we'll stay at range. Fortunately, this new verdict spell we've got, I've just realised, does actually cast at a few yards away. 10 yards to be precise, which is just enough to stay out of that incineration range. So fairly useful there if you're playing a paladin and have that talent. And he's down. Oh no, he's not. But very close to being. There we go. So presumably we have one more fight to go. Let's go and check out who that's going to be against. This is the first time I think we've seen one of these arenas in an expansion that doesn't require a group. Interesting really, seeing as how Blizzard are refocusing their efforts on getting groups together for quests.
Time is money, friend. What's up?
Defeat Roek. Ah, we only get a green reward, that's less than I expected.
Keep it real.
It's not even a weapon either. But I guess if you're level 98 you'll get a whole load of experience for this chain. As well, of course, as the gold that we've been collecting. Never say no to that. Right, here comes Roek the Zealot, and what is that? That must be one of the new Arakoa models. I haven't seen it before, but that looks pretty darn awesome, it really does. I just want to zoom in on that guy and have a look. But not a good idea to do right now though. Turn away. Okay, avoid the nasty stuff. Keep going for heal bot, but it's not there. 800k. Turn away. Oh, come on, I turned. I thought I'd leave to the last second to turn, but yeah, don't recommend that. Right, so if go for a couple more heals. And then we'll carry on with our beating of Roek. I'm presuming this is the last fight then, which means we should be able to use our lay on hands if we need it. Whether we will or not, though, remains to be seen. So far we're doing okay. Unless he has any more tricks up his sleeve. But no, I do like that model. Very pretty. Ooh, losing a bit of health. $300k left to go. At least we haven't encountered any bosses here that heal themselves. Definitely not as challenging as the Brawlers Guild in the Deep Run Tran area. But that is optional content that is made for hardcore solo players, I think, isn't it? Some of the fights there are just horrible, they really are. Very frustrating. Fun, of course, but very frustrating. So I don't think this guy's going to do too much else to us here. There we go. And we get lots of confetti and fireworks. Let's just marvel in the glory, shall we, for a moment. This gladiator may be the new champion of the ring, but there is still no match for Vulgar. Ah, okay. So we haven't actually defeated every boss just yet. Maybe there is still time for a better reward.
Hey, how you doing?
Nope. We got an achievement. Progress, so no idea what that guy was jumping in for, but just trying to scare us. I think that is, as far as I can tell, the end of the Nagrand arena. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Please don't forget to post in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Are you going to take part in the arena when the game ships? Presumably you will if you're questing through Nagrand. I don't see any reason to avoid it. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. That will support me. And I'll see you all soon as we continue on with the Warlords of Draenor Beta. Bye for now, guys. Take care.